When my neighbor threw a rock through my window, she screamed, "Your mutt got my champion poodle pregnant and you owe me $30,000. My dog is female," I said, standing in my living room with glass all over the carpet while my neighbor Diane kept throwing smaller rocks at my front door. She'd been living next door for 3 years, and we'd never had problems until today when she showed up at 7 in the morning with a bucket of rocks from her garden. Don't lie to me. I saw them together last month. She threw another rock that hit my mailbox. My golden retriever Bella was hiding behind the couch scared of the noise. "Diane, your dog is mailed too. I've seen him pee on my fence 100 times. I tried to stay calm even though she just caused at least $500 in window damage. She stopped throwing rocks for a second and stared at me. Princess is female and she's pregnant with 8 puppies that are now worthless mutts instead of purebreds." She pulled out papers from her purse. I had buyers lined up at $4,000 each. I knew for a fact her dog was male because I'd helped her carry him to the vet last year when he needed to be neutered. "Your dog is literally named Prince, not Princess." She threw another rock that cracked my porch light. "I changed his name to Princess last week when I found out about the pregnancy." This made no sense, but she kept going. "The vet confirmed it yesterday. 8 mixed breed puppies due in 3 weeks." She showed me a veterinary document, but I couldn't read it from where I stood. Other neighbors were starting to come outside to see what the commotion was about. "Even if your male dog was somehow pregnant, that's not how biology works," I said, but she was already pulling out more papers. "I have proof your dog was in my yard." She held up blurry photos of a golden dog. "This is trespassing and assault and I want compensation." Mr. Stanford from across the street walked over. "Diane, what's going on here?" She turned on him fast. "This is none of your business, Richard." But he'd already seen my broken window. "Did you throw rocks at their house?" She stood straighter like she was proud. "They owe me money for ruining my breeding business." She turned back to me. "30,000 for the puppies, plus 10,000 for emotional distress." That's when Mrs. Kim from 2 houses down joined us. "Diane, your dog isn't pregnant. I saw you at the pet store yesterday buying a pregnant retriever." Everyone turned to look at Mrs. Kim. "You what?" I asked Diane, who was turning red. Mrs. Kim continued. "She bought a pregnant golden retriever for $800. Diane started backing toward her house. "That's not true. Princess has been pregnant for weeks." But Mrs. Kim had receipts literally. I took a photo because it was weird. She showed us her phone with Diane clearly buying a different dog. She said something about property values and forcing someone to move. That's when things clicked. Diane had been complaining about my house bringing down the neighborhood values because I hadn't renovated like everyone else. "You bought a pregnant dog to frame me?" I asked incredulously. "Those puppies are worthless now because of your dog's bad genes." She was still trying to make it work. Mr. Stanford pulled out his phone. "I'm calling the police. This is vandalism and fraud." Diane grabbed her bucket of remaining rocks. "You can't prove anything." But Mrs. Kim was already walking toward Diane's backyard. "Let's see this pregnant princess then." We all followed despite Diane trying to block us. In her backyard were 2 dogs, her actual poodle Prince and a very pregnant golden retriever with a pet store tag still on her collar. "That's not Princess. That's her sister," Diane said, desperate. The golden retriever walked over friendly, and I could see the pet store receipt still attached to her collar. $799 from Pet Palace dated yesterday. "Her name, according to this tag, is Honey," I said, reading it out loud. "She's 8 years old and was surrendered for being pregnant by accident." Prince the poodle ran over to Mr. Stanford, who bent down. "This is definitely male. I can see his equipment," he said, trying to be polite. The police arrived and Diane tried one more time. "They still owe me for emotional damage. I thought my dog was having purebred puppies." The officer looked at the rocks, the broken window, and the receipt. "Ma'am, you're under arrest for vandalism." As they put her in handcuffs, she yelled, "Those puppies are still worthless." The other officer was nice and asked me, "What do you want to do about the pregnant dog?" I looked at Honey, who was sweet and obviously needed help. "I'll keep her until she has the puppies, then find them all homes." Diane screamed from the police car. "Those are my puppies. I paid for them." The officer shut the door. Mrs. Kim laughed. "She really thought buying a pregnant dog would make you move." Mr. Stanford nodded. "She told me last week she wanted to buy your house cheap and flip it." He looked at my broken window. "Guess she's paying for your renovations now instead."